Hey guys. Okay, yeah. Hold on. Got like a weird taste in my mouth. Okay. So I'm going to do like my foundation routine, except for what the crap. Not except for what the crap. But except for I don't really use foundation. I mostly use concealers and powders and junk like that. And like one concealer I got from Elf, that I bought at Target that I use. So I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but this eye has like all my under eye circles and like a red spot, and this eye I already did, and it, you know, you can kind of tell the difference. Hopefully it didn't. Yeah, under eye circles. No. So the products I'm gonna be using is the LA Colors Wet to Dry Makeup in BC116 Light. That's what it looks like. It comes with a sponge. I use the sponge to do this face. This side of my face. And just a little sponge. It actually feels like a beauty blender. So maybe like a piece of one. My Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Zurzer 003 Natural. I love this powder. Like, I can't go without using it, you guys. So, with that, I have my L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Concealer Crayon. Just so I can get rid of it. And I mainly use that for right in here to add a little bit of color. My e.l.f. concealer, the tone correcting one in light beige, and the concealer that came with the wet to dry makeup. It came like this. It's also in BC116 Light, and I am also going to have my e.l.f. eyelid primer. Sorry. And my precious little child MAC brush. And some water, which I did drink out of it, but don't worry, because water's good for you. Okay. So what I need to do first is get this stuff and put it into this cup. Oh, no, that's right. Sorry. Other way around. So I have this little cup thing. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of water. What is going on today? You hear the sirens? But I just filled it up like a little bit, so that way I can test it as the wet style for this. So start off with the LA Colors concealer, which is lighter than my skin tone, but that's cool. Like, this is the color of it. And next to the other two concealers I'll be using, just to give it like a little bit more light and, skin toning to it. Because when I got this, I did not think it's gonna be like white paper doll color. And you'll see the other two. So the one in the middle is LA Colors, the one on the top is L'Oreal, and this one on the bottom that you can't really see is ELF. And when I blend them all together, it is my perfect skin type. Like, perfecto. So, here we go. So, I'll start off with doing like a V shape. See the V? Okay. And then on my eyelid, I do another V shape, like a upward arrow. And I take my finger and I blend it. Now, with it just like it is, like you can't really see the eye circles on the screen, but this eye compared to the one that I previously did, I can still see my under eye circles. So I take a little bit of this, like dab it around. And then I take a couple dabs of the ELF. And then I blend that in, so that way it gives it like its own coloring, you know. And now for the wet to dry makeup. For now, I'm just going to take the sponge with the coloring on it as it is, and you know, just add a little bit more of it. Like, it kind of dries it a little. So, take the reverse side, dab my finger on it, in the water at least, and then on the sponge. Okay. And then, I like to, you know, fling the sponge around a couple of times. And then get some of the product. And put it on. And it, you know, does its job. And then I take it the way it, you know, comes in the packaging. Okie dokie. So, once that part is done, what I did earlier, which made a whole heck of a lot difference, was I took some eyelid primer and, you know, marked a couple spots on my eyes with it. Took a finger, blended it out. Okay. Use a touch of hand cream on my face. And then took this concealer again, the LA Colors one, and on top of the eyelid primer, I just dabbed a couple areas, like my most problem areas, and I gotta do my cheeks, my chin, my nose, my forehead, and the reason I do all those areas, like all the areas I mentioned, is because I have like messed up skin. Like my cheeks are red, I have brown spots on my head, and then I take the little sponge again, and I rub it in. I make sure that it's all blended in, and it adds like a little bit of a highlight to my face without making it overpowering. And then I take my pressed powder, which matches my skin perfectly. And that's it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this and have a wonderful day.